Hi there, in this quick video we'll be taking a look at these solar lights from JYSK. So I got this from my parents, they really know how much I'm into this sort of thing. And first impression, they seem really well built, honestly. This is really well potted. No gaps, no anything, it's in there and no water will get in. This is the info for the lights if you want to read it. So they have one nickel metal hydride accumulator, 100 milliamp hour, and obviously a single LED. And yes, obviously once again they are rechargeable. IP44, but as I look at it like this, let me get this out, there is no way for water to get in. This plastic is sealed in there, so there is no direct hole to the inside. This is sealed all around, no direct hole to the inside, and any water will just go out. Probably they are IP44 because they don't have water protection from the other angles. But if you have them also outside, this is the direction of the rain. Even from the sides, it will not go under it. So yeah, I think this will also be okay on the outside. And if not, first sign that any water pulls into this thing, hey, stop, don't use them outside, try to protect them somehow. But up until now, I see no reason to not use them directly outside in the rain. And yes, because this is what we do. Let's see. No light on that. Warm LED right here. When there's no light on the panel, it turns on the LED. Let me shut off a few of the lights in here. Even more of the lights in here, and actually all of the lights in here. This is quite bright, honestly, much brighter than I was expecting. So I have no clue how long this can last with 100 milliamp hours, maybe just a few hours at most, but we might be upgrading. I will open this up and see if I can put a bigger cell in there, because this look really nice, honestly. This is a nice light. I like this cracked glass effect on them. And light is coming back on, and they shut off because there's light now in here. Let's see how I can open this thingy. Clearly shut it off and be back in a second because I will do this in high speed. Okay, this is really interesting. So directly power from the solar cell, everything sealed in there. It's coming through these wires to the PCB. Switch is on the PCB, LED is also on the PCB. But this seems like an off-the-shelf cell, although it's and yes, we have the chip in there that's doing the whole mambo jumbo, everything solar related. When it feels no power coming from this, the solar cell, it says, hey, let's take power from this and give it to the LED. When power is coming from this, it says power coming from the solar panel, let's give it to the battery. And that's about it. So it's 2/3 of an AA. Okay, I didn't know this was a thing. And yes, it's 100 milliamp hour. So I'm quite curious what a real 100 milliamp hour battery actually does. No, I don't think I can test this in my charger. It will not fit, but maybe I can put a spring somehow in there to see if it's really, but no. This will be really low amp and my charger cannot do below 300 milliamp hour, so I would be pushing this way too much. No, I don't want to damage any of them. In case I see that they don't last enough, I will find a way to put maybe something bigger, although there's not really room in here for anything bigger than that, is it? So I think it is what it is. They will last just for how long they will last in the evening, and that's about that. Nothing more or less that we can actually do. Do we have an alignment for this thing? Is to not touch the contacts on the solar panel itself. I honestly have no freaking clue. I think we just yank it in there and hope for the best, because yeah, it is what it is. Although I don't really like that, honestly. This is in here, and also this contact right here coming from the solar panel is in there and not insulated at all. So it could be touching this at any point in time if it wants to. So I've got no clue if I could actually somehow make sure that they do not touch, but I don't see any clear way of doing that. Okay, I understood what I did here. They actually have that wire coming up and after this, so it's not able to touch. If you see, now I'm aligning this hole with the screw terminal in here, and normally that wire is always on this side of the plastic, so it shouldn't reach that. But I still can make this even better, so some hot glue to the rescue. Opened up all three of them. I will hot glue the hell out of them and make sure nothing can ever touch. And it's something like this. I will do it to all three of them. Now zero chance of anything touching anywhere, because the wires are out of the way and also locked in hot glue, so they cannot really move. One is already together. This also ready to go back together. Hot glue is dried, not hot anymore. And for this being a particular real size, a standard size, I think I can find bigger ones, so I don't need to do any weird modifications. I just do an in-place replacement if needed. We might not need to replace it for a single LED. This might work the whole night. We'll see about that. But yeah, for the moment, simply rotate this until you find its position. Make sure the wire doesn't get in this area, so it stays out of there, and put it back in place, and it should go nicely in there, hopefully, any day now. Wires aren't always as cooperant. I have no clue what's the proper term, as I would like, and this is one of those times. They don't stay away from where they should stay. Okay, so that side is good. I'm starting to align. This side is also good. So this should slowly but surely go in place and don't create any issues. And it didn't. So it's perfectly in place. Now I just put the two screws on, and this is good to go. Perfect. All are closed. I can put this back in place. This is quite a strong spring. That's nice. Obviously, I am going to peel this off. Hopefully the text is on the label and not on the plastic. Yes, it is on the label. because I don't like to have text on solar lights like this. I'm not going to be using the warranty even if they would ever fail. It's, you know me, I'm trying to fix them myself, and that's about it, but I don't want any weird labels. Much cleaner like this. So yep, at this point in time I'm going to install them and see how they work. As for manual, there is not really a manual, just disposal of waste equipment, mostly for batteries, and they show us here how to open it up and remove the battery, and some more info here. 3000 Kelvin, the warmth of the light, and or the color itself. I don't find the proper word now. And 50,000 hours light of the LED. Yeah, I don't think we'll get at that. Anyway, also this tells us the battery right here, and 0.05 watts of that bulb. Let me do quick maths and see what that translates to. Let's see. So we have 0.1 amps. So 100 milliamp hours. It's 0.1 milliamp hours. Oh no, Jesus! I don't feel that good. Maybe you can hear it in my voice. 0.1 amp hours is 100 milliamp hours. Anyway, times 1.2 volts. So we have that's it in watts. 0.12 watts. Yeah, that's about it. This is how many watts this battery has in it, and we divide that by 0.06. So in theory this should last for about 2 hours with the current battery. Okay, I guess, maybe, who knows. Let's test and see. Hopefully they didn't write something properly in here. 0.06 watts, that's kind of a lot for a single LED. Weird. I decided I'm going to mount them on top of some swings, so that's a quite high wind area. They are really exposed, so this would just wobble all the time from the wind. So I'm making something beefier out of 2 wires. I will just put this inside, obviously, tighten the wires just a tiny bit. These are still copper, so they are still malleable. I can still bend them the way I want, so they will not break the glass. Don't use something too strong, it will break the glass. Yeah, attach them in place then. First step, so it's under the lip of the glass, it cannot escape. And now I will start to bend the wires upwards and put that back in. Yes, the design isn't that nice anymore, obviously. But this way I can install them wherever I want, and I'm not afraid the wind will crack them or blow them over or who knows what. And obviously it takes me less than 1 minute, 10 seconds I think, to get this off and put those things back in. So this is not a one-way street. I can always revert if I decide I don't like this anymore. One of them was not lighting up outside, so I connected it to this to make sure that everything is okay, and it's using 0.001 amps. So let me calculate how many watts that is, and I've put this thingy to charge just a tiny bit and see what happened, if it's still okay or not, but probably it was just not charged. So basically this is how many watts it's using. That's nothing. So it doesn't seem to be as the spec, it's actually lower than the spec, which is perfect for us because it means it will last longer. Yeah, it's working, but not stopping. And it's my fault because I actually ripped the wire with the hot glue from the solar panel. So this actually worked today during the day, and it drained the battery. This is how they look like at night, and it seems they actually last for the whole night, so much better than I expected. And actually do output a little bit of light around them, which is perfect. And this is how I attached them to the bar where I wanted, at least one of them. Working exactly as expected, getting plenty of sun during the day. And yeah, that's about it for this video. Hope it helps you, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye!